So what up, y'all? You already know it's Mr. Hood Love Mikey P. This is Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn, man. Share the live. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button on the way in and the notification bell so you be notified when I go live. The likes, the shares get us in the algorithm. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Today I will be reacting to 4Extra making 607 quit no jumper. Zip with the drip versus OGTV45 and other YouTube shenanigans that I might come up or pop up. You know what I mean? We probably gonna be in the dirty section. We might, we'll make some rounds and catch you up on the goings ons of some of your favorite content creators or not so favorite content creators. The people you might like, the people you might dislike. Yo, Henny, what up, man? So you got four extras. Four extras, man. Yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Them dudes is funny. You know what I'm saying? As far as the entertainment they putting on, they crazy, but they're very entertaining. They crazy, but they are very entertaining. You heard? Let me see. Let me get y'all one of these clips from. So this dude 607 right? He went to No Jumper, and he made this long. He had a video about talking about 4Extra, and 4Extra wasn't there to Adam22. You know what I mean? So I guess it's a story that's going around the internet or going around California that 4Extra knocked somebody out and put peanut butter um in their hiney. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know what's going on with that. So he was saying that if 4Extra is doing stuff like that, then 4Extra, he's into men. And he's probably getting smashed in there. He was saying he was being funny. He was up there trying to go viral. He got him a little viral moment. You know what I mean? He got a viral moment. So he up there talking his talk. He going in. They call him back to No Jumper. And I think from what I'm hearing, I don't know what's true or what's not, but 4Extra is a 40s rolling 40s member from California, and I guess 607 is from St. Louis, and this is, I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I guess he's a Crip from and they had a dialogue behind that as well, how he respects out of town Crips or whatever, you know what I mean? But so he comes in there. Matter of fact, let me show the video. So 607 goes up there, he goes in, he's saying all this stuff about 4Extra. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me see if I can find the video. Yo, he was wilding. He was wilding. He was wilding out here. Let me get that video. Hold on. Let me try to find that video, that clip. But I think personally, my brother's in the building. A lot going on TV. Wagwan.
Wagwan, my brother. Wagwan, my brother. Damn, Regine.
Yo, look. So you got this guy 600 he's funny.
Who?
607 Unk. I'll be saying
Oh yeah.
607.
So he's on a rampage. I think he might. I think they might leave him in Cali.
No, no, look, hold on. I got it right here. So this is what the whole beef started over. He go to Adam22. Adam20. See, they be setting these dudes up there on no jumper. What I'm seeing now is they make these conflicts amongst the cast members. And these dudes, some of these dudes is acting like I don't know who's active or not, but these dudes is acting like they active, almost shaking out up there. Yo, City Bam, what up? Salute to everybody pulling up in the building, man. Hit the like button on the way in. But I think they be setting up these things amongst these dudes. We seen it go left with Whack 100. What's the other kid? What's the kid that went to prison? Not Brick Baby, the other one. Forgot his name already. He's talking about him all the time. It's crazy.
See how quick you forget, like a month.
Yeah, see how quick somebody forgets you when you go to jail?
But that's crazy though, right?
He only been in jail for a month. We forgot his name already. Hold on. What's his name?
Crazy.
We're talking about son watching son regularly, you know what I'm saying? That's how you go to prison though. Stay out of prison, kids, you heard? If family will get you, everybody will get you. Loose Cannon, yo, Tyson Garcia. That's right, Loose Cannon. Yo, MOB, what up here? 4Extra. Check it out. So these dudes is they setting dudes up in no jumper. This is what happened with the 607 situation too. Smitty froze. Let me take him down real quick.
Yeah, well, I saw the 607 He been on a little spree. I'm not gonna front. He playing with the wrong dudes. I'm trying to school him right now. He playing with the back doors or all back doors. You understand what I'm saying? Like you in backdoor city. You understand what I'm saying?
Pause.
You in backdoor city.
Backdoor country. That's what we do out here.
But he did. This is not the first time he violated the law. Yeah, he called Munchie B from Inglewood Family a slum. Paul. Oh my, I'm sorry, I said that word.
Yeah. It's all good. Let's go.
Nah, bro. He said the bad word for Davos, bro.
Oh, word. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even know that. I know you've been trolling, but check it out. Look, this is what set it all the way off right here, you heard? Check it out, Poetic Flacco, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Poetic Flacco. This is what set it off.
That's all about that. I don't even do ball shit. If he's lucky, he's gonna be locked up for another month. No, game. You talking about that doodoo ball shit? I had to get hit extra. What do you mean doodoo ball? You talking about put Peter put up a nigga? No. He said he knocked out an op and that somebody, his cellmate, grabbed a packet of peanut butter, squirted it on the dude's ass. He said he didn't take part. That's not true. Listen, if you saw peanut butter, come on, if you saw it, you did it. Listen, gang, stop playing with me. If you saw a nigga sitting ass didn't do nothing, you probably got hit extra. That's why I call him 4Extra. Probably got hit extra.
He crazy. So he's saying 4Extra probably got hit extra. If you saw it, you did it. Like, how's you watching some stuff like that? But I'm gonna keep playing it. But he's saying 4Extra because you got hit extra. He wowed out, bro. Look.
Wowed out.
He's wilding, bro. Look.
That's weird shit. I don't even watch her, man. Would you watch somebody get peanut butter up their ass? I get none. For sure. I gotta talk about it on the podcast. So. But he had to talk about it. He was in jail. He made it clear, and I believe him because from my perspective, he has a sterling reputation for heterosexuality. Come on, gang. In jail with come on, the two, them things go together in jail. I'm definitely not. I'm not gonna put peanut butter on someone's ass myself. That's what I'm saying. But I respect the art form. The honesty. You respect the honesty.
Peanut butter buns.
He said, I respect the honor of culture. What are you talking about? You heard?
Talking about.
Yo, Ron Burgundy, salute. What up?
Ron Burgundy salutes. What's
so
good, bro?
Adam22 is saying he respects the whole peanut butter and the tailpipe stuff that's going on. These dudes is wild. Yes, that's right. MOB pause. They is tripping, bro. But you know the coaches is kind of
MOB said, pause.
pause. I see the pause button, right? Old school, right?
I respect the Glock dookies, the Savage Life, scraping the booty. Come on, gang. All right. That's the same thing. You put on the booty. I'm just saying. Come on, gang. I'm saying that he said he witnessed it. I witnessed it. We heard about it. We never eyewitnessed nobody playing with nobody had. He eyewitnessed it. Stop playing on me. His eyes gotta hurt.
If he wanted to step in while his homeboy was peanut buttering someone that he had just knocked out, he would probably have to get his hands dirty as well. What's he gonna do? He's gonna reach down and just scoop the peanut butter out of his eye. Yeah. Way games than him just turning the other cheek, walking away from it, saying to his cellmate, "Hey, you can peanut butter him. I'm not gonna peanut butter him.
Yeah, this conversation is just, I'm off this conversation. So you see, so that's how 607 unviolated. Now, with all the stuff that we seen going on in No Jumper, there was a lot of people that had beefs at No Jumper.
Right.
But they would book them at different times. So they never got to see each other.
Right.
Unc thought, you know, they was on that time with him as well. You see what I'm saying? But Unc is not from California. Unc can't come up there 50 deep. You heard? He can't pull up 50 deep
every day, every time he come.
With gangsters. He can't pull up with gangsters with the whole hood behind them, 50 deep with masks. You know what I'm saying? They said I ain't even gonna say what the other stuff they were saying how they was moving, but he can't get it done.
Right.
So this is what 4Extra says to him. Check this out. This is crazy. So look, so they call him back to No Jumper. They call 4Extras. So once 4Extras heard that on the internet, 4Extra they come back and make a live. He ain't show his animosity. He ain't show how he was really feeling.
Right.
So they said, yeah, we got 607 Unc up here. He want to talk to you. Oh, homie said, you know, homeboy, the 4Extra said, oh yeah, that's great. I'll come up there and see. We can go up there and talk. I don't got no problem with that.
Right.
Right now I'm saying, like, nah, he's cool. 607 Unc. I've been waiting to talk to him. That'd be a great interview. I'll go up there and we can interview. I'll interview him.
Right.
And this is what happened. Check it out. Yo, they wild, bro. The internet is definitely undefeated, you heard? Oh, no, wrong one.
Yeah, 607 is a weirdo though, man.
I got so many of these. Oh, here we go.
There's No Jumper. The coolest podcast, right?
Like No Jumper, man. Go like and subscribe to No Jumper. Fair use.
We got 4Extra and the mother back. They got a real one in this mother. Yeah.
607 Unc is a fool. He don't know he getting backdoored.
What'd you say, bro?
I said 607 Unc over there clapping fives like he ain't just say son took booty.
Wildin', bro. You heard? He's wildin'. Yo, OFF, what up? Salute.
Hey, yo, bro. And then you went.
Yo, look, check it out.
We in LA, right? And listen, y'all saw me come in and I try to show love in LA. I got the blue flag over here. I try to show love. Crip for sure. Crip for sure. That's for sure. But I crip for sure. And that's the problem, right? That ain't the problem, but that's what I want to talk about. Why come? When you're out of town, your cripper is not respected in California. No, look. It ain't cripping ain't respected because a lot of cripping came from South Central. You know what I'm saying? It started on the east, all over here, you know what I'm talking about, Wayne Washington. And then he came to the west, you know what I'm talking about? And then it moved on to Compton, you know what I'm saying? It moved on to around the world. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no such thing as we don't acknowledge our Crips around the world. You know what I'm saying? So don't never say that, because we are Keyways. We are Crips. But that's we are Keyways. Is some people be goofy with their cripping, and some of the older homies don't approve of their goofiness. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to think, a lot of people their lives and got life and lost their lives for this. Right. So you got to think, when some people play with it and they take it the wrong way, because they like, they like, hey, you out of town, and you out of town, they gonna respect that question right there. They respect the next one. They're taking it the wrong way and playing with it. It's the same thing. Exactly. It's the same thing. Exactly. So if I take it the wrong way, would you assume that I'm playing with it? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I took it the wrong way and I represented it different. No. It's not you represented different, because everybody, I mean, it's different places where everybody represented different, because I've seen it. It's different places, people represented different, because it's how they carry themselves and push themselves, because
hold on, this is the wrong clip. Let me get the correct clip, excuse me. But that was a good one about how they respect. So, you know, his block, they respect Crips from other places. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they. I mean, it ain't like that with the Damus though.
But nah, yes, it is. You don't think so?
Nah.
I think so.
Nah.
I think so. You don't think so? You really don't?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Hold on, man. Where's that at, man?
Because these think you can't be caught. You could be caught. You could be found. You could, nigga, on the set. What's the name? I'm gonna get up on you, just like I just got up on you. And the first thing I'm gonna tell you, you gonna die right here. I smoke your ass, and niggas, you gonna die at no buildings, niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna flat you right here and go to jail, laugh at your ass while you on projector dead. And I'm gonna be doing burpees in jail, laughing at your ass while these bitches picking up my collect calls. And that's gonna be the end of that. You know why? Because it's rolling 40s. Oh, that.
He wound him up.
He not playing.
He wound him up. He had his hand all in his face. You know what I'm saying? And he like, yo, I mean, don't get me wrong. Really, I'm not, I'm not gonna never try to. I'm never gonna promote violence on this internet and outside this internet. I'm not promoting violence, right? Especially
the Hoover's in the building. You heard?
Huh?
I said the Hoover's in the building.
Okay, let's get it.
The Hoover's in the building. Groovy, nice. Got the motion. Said Mikey B will put the beats. Bark off or 4Extra King Pill. Line it up.
Yo, check it out. So with him saying that, it's like, what you doing, homie? What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what I was gonna say before you said that was, really, homie said more than enough to be situated. I'm just being honest. For what he already said,
he's supposed to be a deal.
It was enough for him to. I mean, I can't say how somebody else gonna call a move, but we all know from the streets that we live in, the street that we came from. You saying that to the wrong person. I mean, you might say it to a person that don't really care, ain't really like that, or whatever, on a different time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about dudes that's acting that's out there that's really like that. When that type of stuff is said to them, and they get face to face, it's usually not pretty.
Right. But can you take a dude like 4Extra and these dudes that come up on these podcasts serious? Like, it's like, what do you want? You want to be in the streets, or you want to get famous? Like, you want to be a YouTuber? You want to be a pod? What do you want to be? What is these dudes trying to be?
I think, for one, I'm glad 4Extra ain't do nothing to that dude, for number one. Not because he's just black, because it wouldn't have been the right thing to do. Homies out here, he come out of prison. He got motion on the internet. You know, he boxing. He's probably a good fighter. I think Son can really be big. And if he would have did something to Son, look what Loose Cannon's at. Look what Brick Baby, look at them dudes, you know, Whack 100 is good, but look where these dudes is at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just saying, look where they at. So I think he's more of a thinker than a lot of people are. So I respect 4Extra for being a thinker. Check Son, he ran down on Son. He checked Son, and it's always different ways to check people. They don't always got to be violent. You know what I mean? So what you think about that?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he did check Son, but at the end of the day, bro, the way he going on, Son, it ain't supposed to be no passes the way you talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
all that bomb.
I'm gonna kill you with no jump and all that. He already said enough. You know, when we come for the streets, I mean, it's a little different.
Right.
The approach is a little different. But
he did the violation already.
I see them fading for all kind of stuff on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Fading for all kind of trivial stuff. Just not even no actual violation. Yes, you being from this hood and not from this hood, and we got a squabble type this time.
Come on. And now you talking about giving this dude a pass. You know, call dudes the C word, the S word. Come on.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He was saying he was doing a lot. He's doing a lot up there. But like I told you at the beginning, like I was saying, 607 Unc was under an impression that these dudes was making up content and making up fake beefs and doing that to push the needle, to get the views up, to get in the algorithm. That's what he thought, you heard?
Right.
And let me tell you something. He is on no jumper. So I think they told him that, bro.
Right.
They told him that they lined Son up. And then, you know, he didn't even know it was going to go like that. He knew he was going to be seeing 4Extra, but he didn't even know it was no beef. Like, I was looking at other parts of it. He was like, man, I love you, man. And 4Extra was screaming on him. He was like, I love you, man. What you talk? So what we going to do, man? And say it in here. Say it right now. Because he pulled him to the room. He didn't even say, he didn't do that at first during the interview. As soon as he walked in no jumper, he was like, you, come on. Took him somewhere else to another room, and then he like wilded him up down there. People said they heard you know, they wasn't fighting none of that, but he heard screaming on him down there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tyson Garcia is right. He said it still could be fake for views, but someone's in jail. Somebody putting that kind of stuff on your handle. I don't know, putting that stuff on your name. All right, we can play with certain things, but you can't play with saying what you were saying about me. Like, you know, where's your manhood? I don't think 4Extra is into playing like that. I don't think them 40s over there is into playing them type of games like that or making any content like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Smith? Well, Tony, Tyson Garcia is right about that. But I think Adam22 let all them dudes know from the last things that happened. Like, yo, we under scrutiny. We can't be up here doing nothing wild or crazy or none of that stuff. You know, dude just went to jail up here. Totally no any violence. You off this, you out of here. I can't bring you back here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing none of that. So I think them dudes is walking right over there now because they know they made the block hot. Whack 100 and all of them made the block hot. Loose handed, they made the block hot. So they can't really be moving. They can't really be moving like that no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. But like Tony Garcia is right though. Like it was more than enough that was said. But like I said, he was smart. And let me address this before we move on too. Let me tell you something. I'm not doing nothing. I'm peaceful. But if I was, I would not be doing it with 50 dudes.
Right.
If I was moving around, if I was on any kind of timing, it would not be with 50 dudes. It'll be by my lonesome. What Mikey knows now,
Right.
it would be all by my lonesome. Nobody wouldn't know. Where you coming from? The store. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm
No,
just
that's
being
a
honest,
fact.
bro. How you bring 50 dudes up? Why would you bring 50 people? I don't know. Maybe they was gonna kick him, stomp like it beat him up like they did the other dude, but 50 dudes is crazy, you heard?
You know how dudes running around nowadays, bro. It's
50
a
dudes.
it,
Club
that's
club
how,
action, you got your crew, you know your block or whatever,
but
your
we in a
link.
podcast era. That's like the club right now. You never know what's going down. Anything will go down. You come to I wouldn't trust, especially after my name and after I've been disrespecting so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta keep some hood, at least 20, 30 people around me. It could go down. Wish the dawn, salute, bro.
Yo, Maya Linsky, salute. Wish the
My
dog salute.
Lansky, salute.
Yo, Maya Linsky said Adam Line Boy. He told the last dude who came through deep, he only allowed just to bring like, oh, that's true, 2 people. 4Extra came through with 50. Yeah, when they was doing right after Big U and them got locked up, that's a fact. Right after Big U and them got locked up, remember the kid came through there? He bring food. He had mad people out there for no jumper. He bring the whole hood. That probably wasn't even 50. It was a lot, and they
Mm-hmm.
ain't let him come in. They denied the whole crew. But I think it's different with 4Extra. The other guy, he was up there before, but he's not like a cast member of No Jumper. 4Extra, he's a cast member of No Jumper. He's like a host. He's one of the hosts now.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So I think the other kid that came was a little different because 4Extra is actually a host. I don't know if he, I didn't see 50 people nowhere, but Son said 50 people was outside.
Mm.
But he's a host of No Jumper now. He's not like a regular person that just been up there or interviewer, a person they interviewed before. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Did you see poetic Flacco video speaking on New York?
Yeah, I think I seen that.
Poetic Flacco. Who the hell is that?
Poetic Flacco was down with them, No Jumper.
No, that's how much I be on No Jumper, bro.
Poetic Flacco was down with No Jumper. Poetic Flacco used the clip from Harlem Legend from Hassan with everybody talking about. We're gonna go into to Zip with the Drip and OG45 beef after this.
All right.
But Poetic Flacco, he's a fat meatball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a meatball. You know what I mean? Um, type of dude, over there. I'm telling on everybody, yo, this is I'm a law-abiding citizen. He one of them type of dudes. Look strange, funny pants. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a fat SpongeBob SquarePants. You heard? So he says New York dudes that's mad that Adam22 came out there with all the gang members and stuff is only dudes that's not active, that don't got no clout. You heard? So they got to come to the internet and just talk about it. You heard? Eric, am I lying, Eric? SpongeBob SquarePants the whole way. You heard? All the way. Super meatball. Yeah, so that's how that went. Where you go, Smitty? You left on me? You still there? Smitty can pop back up. I mean, I'm just saying. I wasn't mad. I don't care. People showing unity and they come and showing support. I don't care about that. New York dudes want to make themselves hot and bring these dudes to their block and go out there waving flags and all that. When you on the next indictment, you know what I'm saying? Then you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what it is. But I ain't gonna lie. Even when he was talking to Bobby, when he was talking to Bobby Smurda, he like put like a little clip in there saying that he doesn't want no illegal stuff is in these videos. He doesn't want to know about stuff that people is doing. And he says all of that. But when Bobby was being interviewed by him and he was walking across the street, he asked Bobby Smurda, he said, when you went to jail, who took command? Who took over for you? Bobby, he just let it go. He's smart. Bobby's smart. He ain't no dummy. But he was like, he didn't answer. He didn't respond. But you ask the questions like that, them type of questions is like, what you asking me that for? What you asking me that for? You know what I'm saying? What kind of question is that? You know what I mean? What is this? Like I told you, people ask them questions. I look at the phone with like, huh? What? Say that again? I ain't hear you. You say you ask me the same question again? Huh? Boop! I'm off this. I don't know what you talking about. This phone. I'm out of here. I don't know what is going on or what you talking about, but I ain't with it. You heard? You ain't gonna catch me like that, Agent Provocateur. And they out here catching these dudes. You know what I'm saying? They got Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and um, Big U with that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't front. They was feeling good about Adam22 in the hood. I ain't gonna front. Yo, Frankie Blanco, salute. Appreciate you for the dudes, Frankie Blanco, on the pull up. Appreciate you, bro. Never fear, my brother from another mother. G'd up Quinn is here. Salute. Yo, appreciate you, Frankie. Frankie Blanco for the dudes, man. Word up. But yeah, man. So don't get me wrong. I like any forms of unity. You know what I'm saying? Any forms of unity, I like that amongst our peoples. We need more unity. So for them, they was tapped. I ain't gonna lie, they was skipping through the hood. They was waving flags. It was like a holiday when Adam22 came to New York. You heard? Except that one, it was one Crip kid I seen that I don't know if he was drunk in Brownsville. He ran down on dude. He was like, "What? What you saying? What?" He was like, "Yo, get him." And I guess he ain't like the fact, from the Ville, he ain't like the fact that the West Coast blood was up in his hood, you heard? You already know, you heard? I guess that Crip that was from the Ville, he wasn't really jacking it. He ain't like that at all, you know what I'm saying? He was on them. He was on them. You know what I mean? He ain't like that. He ain't like that at all, you heard? He ain't like it at all, you know what I mean? But I like forms of unity. I'm not gonna lie. West Coast dudes pulling up on the East Coast, going to the hood, seeing what's going on, just showing real genuine love. If it's real genuine love, then I respect it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is clout. People coming out, getting their little videos, it's a lot of clout. It's a lot of clout with that too. And I'm not mad at dudes. Yo, what up? Yo, Bucks, what up? A lot, UNT Network, a lot. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, Just Eric, they was skipping. Yo, Bobby Smurda was skipping through Brooklyn. I ain't gonna lie, Bobby Smurda was happy to be home, talking about his hood, talking about his neighborhood. He had all his peoples there with him. I seen the dude Get Low in that video that used to be going in on Scheme Team up here. I like to see that though. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes they ain't do no nonsense. They going out there showing love, talking about their hood. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just get down on them. But when you start saying you this, you throwing up signs and you doing certain things, now you giving, you putting an eye on you. You putting an eye on you and what I'm seeing with these cases that be coming out, they be saying things like, even though, he did this time, he still, wanted to push the gang, even though, gave him this time to deter him for him to change his life, he still went back and still represented this color, represented this gang or this flag or whatever. I just seen that recently, you know what I'm saying? The Joan Crip felt away. Yo, look, but yo, I ain't gonna front. That really was it though. You know what I'm saying? Now that Crip, yo, that dude in Brownsville, he was tight. He was like, what? He was like, what? What you said? he was on a body. The other, oh, I forgot that dude. I forgot that Crip kid name. Um, I forgot the Crip kid name. Adam22 was in his house. He went and got something like, yo, chill. And when they was in the house, he tried to come in the house and like try to run down, like, yo. They was like, yo, nah, cuz, not right now. Watch out. Yeah. I think the dude is something Shmula or something. I forget. I'll be forgetting their names, you heard? I forgot that dude's name, you know what I mean, for Brownsville. But that I ain't gonna lie, I like to see unity, you know what I'm saying? So Loki Shmula, yeah. Loki went and talked to him like, yo, chill, stand down. Then when they was in an apartment, he came back. He tried to run down again, you know? Yo, man, but I ain't gonna front. Ain't nothing wrong with dudes telling their own story. Repping their communities, especially if they're doing the right thing in their communities. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But yo, Tyson Garcia, that's true though. That's true. That's true though. Regular black folks can't walk through the hood, but Adam gets the red carpet treatment. We've seen it before. We've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's true. That's bad. That is bad. That's bad. Yeah, definitely rest up to his baby. Yeah, Bucks, that's him. He talked about that in the interview as well. You know what I'm saying? He talked about that in the interview as well. But I don't feel no way. I don't feel personally. I don't feel no type of way about that. Dudes come to all kind of communities and do hood vlogs. The Big 1090 salute. What up? Dudes go all over America and do hood vlogs. Why would I be mad? Because dudes is coming to New York and doing that. So what? So what? That's good. They get a lot of people were promoting themselves. They had their albums coming out. Adam22 is a big platform. He got about 5 million subscribers, 5 million viewers, and probably viewers that are specifically geared towards gang content. So them guys in the gangs that was out there that had music, podcasts, books, magazines, no matter what they might have been doing, they got a chance to promote directly to their audience. So I don't see nothing wrong with promotion, but I do see something wrong with. Okay, Smitty's back.
Stuff for law, Stuff for law, Aki.
Yo, what's up, man? We ain't going to zipping them yet. We ain't started yet. What's up, man? You got the good brothers up here going in. I was waiting for you to come back so we can
Yeah.
start that segment, you heard?
Yo, the good brothers going in, man. What's going in with the good brothers, man?
I don't know. Yo, the crazy, yo, so we're gonna talk about the zip with the drip and the OGTV45 beef, you heard?
OGTV45.
Bronx and Queens, respectfully. Both both used to be Blazer. Both
Wow.
they both was sex money murder. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what they say. Um
I mean, you ain't see them on that lineup or something? You ain't never see them on that alley?
oh no.
Never?
But I heard OGTV was official, and I know Zip was official as far as being sex money murder. under
What you
certain murder.
just official as being sex money murder? Like what?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know. I thought it was just only for Queens. I never knew he was gangbanging. I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? When I met him, he had already he had stopped being blood. Dropped his flag or whatever he did. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But they both Muslim. They both were Bloods. They both were sex money murder. And now they both Muslim on YouTube, going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy up here.
Hey yo, stop for law.
But I think they was cool at first. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
I think what really happened is that Zip had, I guess, did a video stream, and I caught something about, I think, a hot thief or something, whatever, that anything that could
Oh, so they had
get,
a beef on the Muslim religion first.
yes,
I think I seen some. I think I caught a bit of that.
and Zip, I guess, called him out, saying that he's saying slander, he got slander on his name, and he lying about his name. But the video that OG45 is talking about, Zip don't got it up there no more. Where's that video? I want to see what he talking about, if he did say it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, he said Harlem Legend said OG45 be clout chasing, homie.
Oh no. All right, so no, it started over 10 toes down. Nah, before the 10 toes down thing, him and Zip had definitely had a beef over some surahs in the Quran or something to do with the. I know that was the first skirmish they had. I don't know if it was a full-blown beef. It could have been a friendly exchange. I think it was a friendly exchange from the how I was getting
I'm
at
here.
first.
I'm here.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm here.
How I'm getting at first, it was a friendly exchange over the Muslim lifestyle. Right?
Right.
Just like a just.
That was the first situation. I forgot what it was. I forgot the videos. I don't got none of that stuff. I remember it though. Now the second thing is OGTV.
Right.
He went side. He didn't side with 10 toes down, but he questioned Zip about why he's not responding, because 10 toes down, I guess, said on his live, if you say my name, he's not gonna respond. 10 toes things is all about getting him to respond and say,
Right.
I'm talking, you talk back to me. So 10
Yeah.
toes down is
Talking.
trying to
Yeah.
do anything
Fact.
he can do to get a response. Right?
Facts.
Without a response, there's no back and forth.
No back.
You
Absolutely.
just talking to the wall, turn around and talk to the wall. You know what I'm saying? You just
I
talking to the
agree.
wall, you know what I mean, without a response. So he's trying to get a response. Inside of him trying to get a response, and OGTV, what I'm seeing about him is he doesn't know everything that was going on 2 or 3 years ago with Zip with the drip and 10 toes down, everything that was going on in the dirty section, all the lies, all the fake, all the cap, you know what I'm saying? All the cap 10 toes is doing up here. There's a lot of capping going on.
A lot of capping going
Zip
on.
did a little bit of capping to himself too. I called him out on one time on that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about in this instance, I'm talking about the allegations. Those allegations were fake.
The allegations was fake about what?
All that stuff that Tinto made, he made all that stuff before. He's making a buck, but OGTV didn't know that. He just seen that Zip been responding to everything. But now you got this dude up here saying that you did that in the third, this nasty stuff in prison, but you're not responding to that. You heard?
Right. No, I hear you.
And he was asking like, yo, why you not responding to that? I like that's serious charges. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like that's serious charges. You heard? And Zip called him, I guess, a bozo or something, or a clown. because now he's not on his side no more, and he's taking 10 toes downside without any real evidence. You know what I'm saying?
So all that stuff 10 toes down just did on Zip name was total lies.
Some be capping, bro. They had the wrong gels. They said he was in Kaksaki. He showed that he wasn't in Kaksaki. I'm just saying, bro. I ain't trying to, me and Zip don't rock like that. But on the same token, I ain't gonna come up here and be lying on nobody's name. I
Oh
don't do
no,
that.
no, no. I'm not saying I'm just saying it in reference like, damn, 10 toes down. Like, you gotta do that to, like, you hate a person that much? Come on, bro.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I was just saying, from my perspective, I would just keep it real. Because sometimes dudes will come on the internet and I start capping, and just because the dude is talking nasty about you, or dude to jump in, yo, guard the brand, what up? Or dude to jump in and use that information, even if it's a lie, to try to defame you when somebody else brings the information. You should understand? I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that. You should like I knew something was no good because 10 toes down is saying something that I know is probably cat or is a lie, or I don't do my own due diligence. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I can't trust nothing 10 toes down say after he done lied on China and them.
He capped
Way,
so much
the way he
times,
lied
yo.
on China and the way he lied up here, and he lied on Harlem Legend and them that time, I could never in life, like, ever, like, listen to him. Like, boy is Cap City, bro. He is Cap City. That's why I always question everything 10 toes down do. Anything. If 10 toes down ever came with me with a proposition on anything in life, I'ma question it. Anything in life. I don't care if he
Well,
show me, he like, yo, listen, it's $1 million. Listen, right now, only thing we got to do is do this and do that. I just feel at the end of the rainbow, it's just gonna be some bull. You know what I'm saying? I just can't trust that. You know
he
what
a
I'm
major
saying?
capper.
Like,
He's a major capper. He's a major capper. You know what I'm saying?
huh?
He's a major capper. But
Right, right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. 10 toes down, OGTV. They're doing the same thing that Zip did when he came on the internet. He was chasing clout, chasing dudes' names, chasing clout, reacting to different stories, reacting to what was going on. He still did that right now. So he's getting the same thing that he was doing.
But is OGTV really chasing clout? Like, I mean, he's just reacting to what he feel. I don't see him. I mean, I see him butting into stuff that he don't. But who is anybody to say that he can't, talk the way he talk?
Yo, just saying, I see what you're saying. You saying OGTV?
Yeah.
OGTV be doing the same thing that everybody else is doing on the internet, bro. He making content. Dude is up here. He reacting. He making reactions. He doing the same thing that everybody else is up here doing, bro. I watch
Right.
him. I'm subscribed to him. He's doing the same thing that everybody else did to
Everybody
other
else is
dudes,
doing. I
bro.
see no harm in that.
Everything that everybody else did to other dudes. You know what I mean? Now dudes got bigger platforms, so now dudes is like, yo, this dude. But you was just doing that to Hassan Campbell. You was doing that. Nah, that is true to Harlem. Dudes was doing that to other dudes. Dudes was doing the same thing. I'm not talking about lying. I'm not talking about capping, but dudes was capping too. A lot of dudes capping in dudes' names
So,
up here. You see what I'm saying? Um,
right.
Zip lied on her name. He said I brought a CO home to cover for what he told the police. You heard? That was a lie. You know what I'm saying? He said I turned the police blood. That was a lie, bro. That was a straight up lie, bro. Me and Zip was not in the jail together at that same time. He never asked me about that. That was a straight lie, bro. That police was not not blood by me. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying about trolling. I understand, but they put that stamp on all of us at some point.
I got trolled many times, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's times where I came up here
But
and
Smitty, no,
yo,
but we all got the stamp of being trolls as well. Dudes try to
right,
call all of us trolls.
right.
And depending on how you look at it, some of this stuff is trolling. If you
Right.
look at it from a certain perspective, some of the stuff is trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 toes down, he make a video about Zip every day. That's trolling, bro. You're a troll, bro.
Nah, you dead serious? He out here making videos about Zip every day?
I think so. Yeah.
That's
I think.
crazy.
I mean, I don't be watching him every day, but a lot of the content that I see that comes out is all about Zip. You see what
Dang,
I'm
son infatuated with Zip, bro. Like all them tight man shirts. I'm starting to think something funny about him, bro.
saying? Yeah,
My
just
boy.
saying, but you can't hear something and then come to the internet like it's a fact. Me and homie had an argument on the internet about that, and I told him I ain't do it. He still try to run with it and try to ask dudes and try to like make it seem like Son was blood. He was Hunter. Son was not. Son was never
One
that dude was never no blood. You see what I mean? I never turned to blood. That was that. I don't gotta lie about that. You know what I mean? I mean if it was truth, I would have said with the truth. I don't got no hair on my tongue. I don't if it was true, but it was a lie. And the only reason why he tried to use my name is because he tried to use my name because the situation with Asham, the situation with Asham, and he talked to the cop. So 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 what he was saying was I didn't talk to a CO. I was talking to a blood because Mikey B turned him blood. So you was talking to a CO. You saying Mikey B turned him blood. You spoke. You told a CO what happened in that situation. You ain't tell no blood because I ain't bring him home. And that's that was that wasn't the main reason because Zip was kind of trolling me as well. I didn't have me and Zip ain't have no beef. I had his number, he had mine. I met up with Zip in prison. But Zip was out here chasing clout. He was chasing the clout. He was chasing it on everybody. You know what I mean? A lot of the relationships, a lot of people that he used to rock with, he came up here and just chased the clout on everybody. You know what I mean? He never started. That's what all these dudes say when they come to the internet. I ain't start with nobody. That's a lie. You was up here trolling. You was up here when you're looking for content and you was making content. You know what I'm saying? Someone was up here, he was up here making content, and that's that. You know what I mean? I got a video, Mikey B checks Zip with the drip. And it did pretty well.
Yo,
Right
just
here.
said
Right here, 2 years ago. Show me any paperwork, bro. You show me paperwork. I'm asking you. I'm just asking you that. No. All right, bro. So, all right. That's the rule.
Mike, yo, this is what I'm saying. Hold on. We ain't gonna just keep holding on.
Right.
I'm just holding on the chat, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Question.
You told me time. Son, you told me time told on you in that little library.
Bro, is that the rules of engagement or not?
The rules of engagement is I told you a nigga told on my bro. You say
Is that the rules of engagement?
what did you keep asking the same question?
That was our first argument. It was over Tata. He was mad that I said RIP to Tata. And he told me, he said, yo, Mikey B, I told you, he told. But Zip never, when me and Zip was in the law library, Zip never showed me no paperwork. At that time, I told Zip that Ty told on me, right? I told him,
right.
and that's what that exchange is right there. That's the exchange. That's this exchange.
You showed me paperwork.
I'm asking you. I'm just asking you that. All right. So, all right. That's the rule. See, he trying to out-talk me. He not answering the questions because he never showed me no paper on Tata. Like I never showed him no paperwork on Fly Tie till we got to the internet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He never showed me none of that. So you telling me that you just told me something. You on the internet. Don't get me wrong. You're not from my block. I don't got your beef. I met you one time. I met him one time in the law library. We linked up. We kicked it. And that was that. In 5 Point. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't my man. We wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't getting the time to make no money together. We ain't putting no work together. We ain't do none of that. You see what I'm saying? I'm being honest. Was he the Queens boy? Did I pull up on him? Of course I did. And that's all we did. You know what I'm saying? We was on Queens time. And even though I was Damu at the time, I was the big homie, and he was neutral. I was on Queens time. I'm going to always be on Queen. I was going to pull up anyway, regardless. You see what I'm saying? So that was the whole thing. Yo, Tim Jones, what up? But that was the whole thing with that homie. He started that with me. Why you worried about what I'm saying about another man, bro? He said, because I told you that son told on my brother. Like, yo, what? You ain't show me no paperwork. That ain't no fact to me. It could be a fact to you and your brother, whichever y'all feel, but you ain't show me no paperwork on that. Like, why you expect me to come to the internet and hold the standard? And y'all ain't, and obviously y'all wasn't out there active looking for son, or whatever y'all had in the past was dead. To me, it was some sucker stuff that he even came to me and put that on the internet when son died. Because when he was out there, he was active, he was outside. He wasn't trying to get with son or look for son or do none of that. So why, after his demise, you gonna come to the internet and act like you gonna chase clout? It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's nasty work. That's nasty work. Zip got a funny way about him. He's, I don't know what's up with Zip nowadays, man. I think he got big headed in some places, man.
What up? Oh yeah, he definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. He got his channel was going up, but
His channel's going up.
it's
His
a bunch
channel's
of,
definitely
don't get
going
me
up.
wrong, views and numbers, bro. It's a bunch of meatballs up here. It's dudes that straight up no good up here that's getting big numbers on the internet, bro. That don't make you official. That don't make you solid. That don't make you none of that. Yo, nah, because they locked in with me because you was up there with Hassan Campbell. Then you got all that mess to talk about Hassan Campbell afterwards. That's what I don't like the hypocrisy. If you're gonna keep it down the line, just keep it down the line. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like that. You know what I mean? All right. Do I think? I think. OG45 TV. He a funny dude. He entertaining. Do I think some of that stuff that he's doing can it come up and be called trolling? I think some of it could be called trolling, but all of us at some point probably got, walking that fine line of being a troll, or somebody could say like you trolling. Tyson Garcia said, "I would love to hear folks
I
speak."
mean, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing that nobody else came up here and did. He actually stamped himself. You understand? Like, if you ask me, he did a Chase Milano.
No, I
He
think
came in.
let me tell you something. Zip is a talented dude as far as the hip hop stuff is going. Son got talent, you know what I mean? But son, he threw a lot of the rule book out from the streets. I mean, and don't get me wrong, he claiming the streets, but he threw a lot of the rule book out here to come up on the internet and do certain stuff and say certain stuff about certain people that wasn't real. He even called me a rat with no paperwork.
Wow.
And that's when I called him a rat. I said, you a rat because you told the police. You told the police that I shot scratched.
Yeah, I never knew he called you that.
What? We was going at it over there. He called me a rat, bro. And then he went on China's show and apologized after he seen the paperwork. He had to apologize.
Wow.
Yeah, he did that, bro. Yeah, he did that, bro. Then he went on China Brim show and apologized because China. China was looking all crazy in the face. China wanted that shit to be so true. He was like, "Who ran it, Mikey B? Hold up."
Yeah, you right.
But now we had the internet. We had the internet going crazy at that time. You heard?
Nah, the internet was on fire.
we had the internet on tilt. The dirty section, we had the dirty section on tilt. You heard? Hold on, let me find it. Look, so Smitty,
So Smitty, what?
somebody said, Smitty said, if your church member was doing that, you would be like everybody else is doing it.
What you mean?
I'm not using my situation to justify nobody else's situation. I don't have to justify nothing. I'm just saying.
What he said? He said what he mean by that? Just saying. Explain you.
What you mean?
What do you mean by that?
By what?
What he just said, yo, Smitty. If your church member was doing that, would you be like everybody else is doing it?
Oh, I guess he's talking about. I guess he's talking about with what's his name? With what OGTV is doing, going to the malls and be up here. Oh, he's going back and forth with dudes. But that you can say the same thing about Zip or anybody else.
Right.
All them dudes is under the same religions and doing the same things. We can't like everybody pick and choose it because you rock with somebody. That's a
I'm just saying, dudes can't be getting that OG45 on no creepness. You know what I'm saying? When dudes up here giving up the same energy, bro. You know what I mean? That man come up here and talking voices opinion just like everybody else. It's just the people and people be feeling like they pick and choose. Yo, if he talk about ain't no
yeah.
picking and choosing. He talk about who he want to talk about, bro. Just like we could come up here and talk about who we want to talk about, bro. Like it's fair game when you put your information out here, bro.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't want something to be talked about, if you don't want something to be talked about, bro, don't put it out in the atmosphere, bro. You
That's
understand
true.
what I'm saying? If you don't want to be in certain lanes and certain things you don't want to be, you don't want to talk about it, stay out them lanes, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to know what you're saying. You feel what I'm saying on this internet, bro? You know, like dudes watch your every move. Just a lot of dudes that will watch your every move on this
That's a
internet.
fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Everything you said, just waiting for the one time that you say something incorrect so they could challenge you on it. You get what
That's
I'm
true.
saying? So,
That's true.
yeah, man, you gotta be careful. You know, it don't be no hate. It just be like dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not the only real one out here in the world, bro. A lot of these dudes be on this internet acting like they super tough, like they the only ones who's putting in work, coming through the spot, doing what they do. Know what I mean, nah, stop that, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about in the system. I'm talking about just in life general, bro. A lot of y'all dudes be coming up here acting like y'all doing it big and y'all doing this. And man, everybody out here struggling. Even the billionaire is struggling because he gotta go out there and keep that image up or keep that money generating, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't
Right.
nobody bigger than nobody out here, bro. I don't
Right.
care how much you getting. Your bag, you could have $1 million right now, bro, right? And I could have, um, 100,000 or whatever. Your budget is your budget. If you want to go eat $20,000 meals because you can afford it, and I gotta eat $1,000 meal or whatever, it's no different.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? This is what I can. It's my budget. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's no different, bro. You know, like
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
it's no different, man.
That's a fact.
It's no different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be trying to put labels on it, and man, like I be seeing this internet move wacky sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And dudes be out here acting other than they self. You know, like come on, stop it. And then they
But
pick and choose. A lot of pick and choosing, bro.
everybody,
A lot of pick and
everybody,
choosing.
they, everybody, all these dudes equate a lot of views with how like that they is, and it's your time. You get your little 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's your time. You know what I mean? Don't mess it up. Capitalize off it. Get your money. Capitalize off it and get your money. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's all you gotta do. Capitalize off it, man. And if you that much, if you go viral that much, you know what I'm saying, and you catch a lick like that where you go viral, make something of it. Do something with it. Don't continue to stay in the same lane. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. No, that's why I salute brothers like, you know what I mean? I still got got love for brothers like Harlem Legend TV and the brothers that's up there doing what they do, getting shout outs. We seen them grow, bro. We was there with them from day one. You feel what I'm saying? We see them transgress, step out the scene, you know what I'm saying, to get they actual content together. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
That's true. We see a lot of channels blow up. That's true.
Yeah, come on, bro. You know what I mean? And they
That's
didn't
true.
have to sell out. A lot of them didn't have to sell out though.
I don't know about. I don't know. Just out selling out. I don't know. I don't know like the usage of that. I don't know. You might gotta explain that. I don't know.
Yo, see, that's another. See, you got me. Look, you
I
said,
don't know.
hold on. All right, I could. Hold
I
on, let
don't
me
know.
rephrase that. Let me rephrase
I
that.
don't know, y'all. Yo, the real GT, what up? You already know.
I mean, a lot of them didn't have to really. I mean, I don't know. I just see it like this, man. If you winning, you winning, man. Don't hate, man. It's room for everybody, man.
I don't understand. Dudes start winning and start hating more.
Especially in New York.
What I see is this. When dudes start winning,
It's bad.
dudes try to use that as a way to like use it to push your nose in it. Like, I'm gonna let you not get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But I think like Scheme Team, he said it. He said it though. Scheme Team was saying that. Scheme Team was up. He was talking down about dudes. You know what I'm saying? He was talking down about dudes. The Scheme. He got out the algorithm. He lost all his. You know, I heard Scheme was really. I wasn't even out here for that. But I heard they was rocking with Scheme heavy though, you heard? I heard they was rocking with Scheme heavy. I heard Scheme had 5, 6, 700 in the chat at one time. He was doing that same football minute, you heard? Word up, bro. But brothers gotta work it out, you heard? Brothers gonna work it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. They better what's the name because the next Juma is gonna be lashes.
I think that's what homie said. He gonna give homie some lashes. He said he giving that's what he used as the title, yo.
Yeah, he gonna give Zip some lashes at the next Juma. He keep playing. He playing with the Hadith. That's what he said.
Right.
Selling out is crazy, Smitty. Yo, my son just see you. Yeah, yo, I love that. Listen,
Okay. I hear you, GT. Right. He got big head and started dissing with supporters. And
who?
supporters. Just saying that he got big headed and started disrespecting the supporters. That's a fact.
Saying Zip got big head and start disrespecting the supporters.
No, Scheme did. Scheme was
Oh,
wild.
yeah, scheme is finished.
So what else is going on? What other news we got? What else is going on in the dirty section? Who else is beefing? Dog side, light side, dirty section. What else is going on? What else am I missing? China's still going at. China missed this like about 2 years, you heard? He should have been going at China should have been going that shit, yeah. Really. Once he put out that story about his brother, he was supposed to go hard. He was very un-China like when he didn't speak up, you heard? Yo, that's a yo OGTV's in the building. Yo, what's up, OGTV, man? What's going on, man? Yo, what's up, man? You want to talk? You talk me? You want to hit the link? What? Yo, you want to let OGTV up here real quick, Smitty?
Say that again.
You want to let OGTV up here real quick?
Oh yeah, of course I'll let him up. Send him. What's the name?
I'm about to pin it in the chat.
All right.
I'm about to pin it in the chat real quick. Maybe you can explain to us where this started, how this all started, OGTV, what happened? That's the wrong link. That's not even the right link.